Hi there, Leo. This is Leanne with Mystic Inspirations. I'm here to bring you your mid-month mini for June 15th through 30th of 2016. As you can see, I've shuffled, laid the cards, and thrown a few stones just for some extra guidance. I do want to say thank you for tuning in and liking, subscribing, and I've actually gotten some nice comments on a couple of the other videos, and I do appreciate that. So let's get started. It looks like um, from where I'm sitting, it looks like you have a bit of trouble accepting yourself, your direction, um, where you're going with things. There's a bit of discord and possibly maybe just a removal of yourself from all the things that are troublesome. And that is not actually a bad thing, Leo. That is a very good thing. I've been sort of saying, you know, maybe for the last year or so, maybe even longer, on my Facebook page, that it's time to get rid of things that aren't serving us. Okay, so that might be something as simple as getting rid of clutter in your home, or it might be getting rid of or letting go of relationships and partnerships and associations with people and things that really don't serve your highest purpose. So it does look to me that the things that are troubling really kind of stem from maybe your past or your family, and you're distancing yourself from that. So you're keeping the negativity at bay. So good for you, Leo. That's exactly what you need to be doing. So on with the cards. The underlying theme for the final 2 weeks in June is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords um, can definitely indicate, as I see in this layout here, you've got a lot of sword energy, so you're in your head a lot. And Leo, for a fire sign, that's not necessarily typical of you. So again, this is showing some separation. You're keeping some things separate. You're thinking about things on this side and about this side. You're talking one way with one group of friends, people, colleagues, neighbors, and then another way over here. It's almost like a duality in who you are, how you think, um, that type of energy. So there's definitely a separation um, in how you want to let others perceive you. Okay? And so that's your underlying energy for this last couple of weeks. But our focus cards are the Eight of Swords. I don't know if you can see. I apologize. Oops. Well, this one's jumpy. I apologize if there's glare. So the Eight of Swords is, again, a very mental energy in that um, it's being bound by your thoughts. It's the negative thoughts. It's the I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. How will I ever get better? I have the worst luck ever. If I didn't have bad luck, I'd have none at all. All these negative ways of thinking, ways of speaking, those continuous um, tapes that we sort of have running through our minds that we aren't even conscious of, that is keeping you bound. And you're not literally bound, but it can literally bind your decision-making process. It's not a physical binding like she is bound with, cloth, but it is a mental binding. It can paralyze your discernment and um, your ability to see things clearly. So it looks like you're kind of stuck in this negative mental energy, and maybe it's because you've got this separation here too. Just like the Five of Swords, you've got some separation going on. There's some duality going on. Some part of your person, uh, your personality that you don't necessarily want others to know about. Okay, so your other focus card then is the Four of Swords, another air sign. Okay, so the Four of Swords is taking a reprieve, a rest, meditation. It is the eye of the storm in that you've been through something and now there's nothing to do, but you will have more to do soon, but not now. This is the eye of the storm. So, um, you know, you figure the eye of a storm, you've had some storm come through, and now here's the eye. You're resting. There's nothing to do, but you know the end of the storm is coming, right? And so this is a mental break also. That's why meditation is a good thing. This may help give you some clarification on some of this duality and sort of feeling trapped, feeling bound, and feeling separated. Do some soul searching, and honestly, I'm seeing this next card, our next focus card, Nine of Pentacles, sorry. And really, from the very beginning, I have to say, I feel like there are, and this really is probably specific, and as these are general readings, will not apply to everybody, but there is somebody who appears one way and actually is another, in that maybe you like to cross dress, maybe you are a homosexual or lesbian, like that type of deep rooted um, identity crisis almost. Okay, so um, the Nine of Pentacles then is really showing independence and comfort and luxury. And you know what? I can do this on my own. But I feel like with the Eight of Swords here and the Nine of Pentacles, you will be able to do this on your own, but you have to decide first what it is you want. Okay? And that decision is going to come from taking a step back, taking a mental break. And maybe you do need to keep things separated, right? Maybe you do only need a few people to know about this, and a few people don't need to. Okay, that's up to you. That's a decision you need to make. But if you won't feel whole, if you won't feel you, if you won't feel luxurious, complete, um, in your fullness, without just busting loose, then that is in fact what you need to do. Because I see after your focus cards here, we have Temperance, which is bringing you, the alchemy of combining two things that don't normally mix. Okay, so this is healing. This is making something out of nothing. This is the card of tempering down your passions in order to move forward in society, but yet keeping them, knowing that you need them to survive. This is watering down the wine in order to enjoy with friends, but not feel the rigid effects of the alcohol. This is temperance. This is taking a sort of what I like to say every now and again is double tap the brakes, slow it down a bit, and use your temperance, use your this is the alchemist of this deck. She will make the oil and the water. She will make it work. She will make that interreligious couple work. She will make the interracial couple work. She will make the job that nobody thinks a woman should do or nobody thinks a man should do. This energy will help make that a possibility and will help make it work and work well, because what can't be changed or what should be accepted um, is the Knight of Swords. And this is a very swift moving energy. This is fast. This is truth. This is powering through it. This is um, this is movement. This is going for it, right? And so, you've got all of the sword's energy. Now, not only can this not be changed, but a lot of times with the way I've positioned these, with the top three as focus, I have temperance here as help to you, and this as what can't be changed or what you need to accept. It also could be energy that may hinder you. Okay, so what you need to accept is that you maybe want to look at somebody and say, you know what, shut the hell up. This is none of your business. Okay, you may want to just blurt something out. Okay, this is it's an air sign and it's a night and he's moving fast. It's the fastest moving night. So there may be some what people call diarrhea of the mouth via text message, email, Facebook, Twitter, whatever your form of communication is. And it may just all come spewing out, and you just may be like, you know what, you rotten SOB, how dare you look at me with, sideways eyes. And I mean, you may just really let somebody have it, and it may feel good to do that, but this is energy you need to be aware of and sort of know that this may hinder you in your progress forward. What you need to do is use that temperance. Calm it down. We know you're passionate. We know you're fiery about this. We know, this is important to you, and it's not just, the topic of the times right now. This is something that has been going on for a long time, and um, it's hurtful to the core, and I get that. But use your temperance. Calm it down. You know what? Truth be told, you can't change stupid, and duct tape doesn't fix everything. Okay, so just to give some perspective there, some people just don't understand, and they never will. So this energy um, is going to be there. You're going to want to just blurt out some maybe, and this night's facing the past, and that's why sometimes he can be truth and he can be all these things, but that's not necessarily a good thing. We don't have to tell the truth just because we know it's going to be hurtful and spiteful. um, there are reasons sometimes to just keep our mouth shut, and you will be the better for it, because Leo, what I see here is you. Look, Queen of Wands. Fiery, ambitious, sexy, lovely, spontaneous, combustible. I mean, seriously, this is one of the sexiest ladies in the deck, and men too. The these fire signs, the court cards, the people in the major arcana. None of the male and females in tarot refer specifically towards male or female. Okay, there can be a dominant energy, but especially for general readings, this doesn't have to be a fire sign female. This could just be your energy. So, if you're not a female, or um, if you don't feel like, there's fire sign energy in your family, like this is just your energy. So, anywho, you're leaving out the end of this month. Pretty much, this is the warrior queen. She conquered, and she's ready to go to battle again. She's got her staff. She's ready, and she has the sun rising behind her. She's good. She's fruitful, and things are looking good. And things are looking good for you, Leo. I think this is maybe a tough couple of weeks. Not gonna lie. And truth be told, tarot doesn't start and stop like a hard start and stop. It's very, it's energy related. So, there's so many variables that this could have started a while back. And this, I do feel like this energy is coming to a close by the end of the month, or maybe beginning of July. But there is no hard start and stop. Like, this didn't just start on the 15th. This isn't going to just stop on the 30th, okay? This idea that there's some separation or some discord, or, yeah, I won the battle, but at what cost type thing. And this doesn't have to relate to a personal relationship. This could be at work. You may find that, you're kind of stuck in the middle between, this group likes this stuff and this group likes this stuff, and you're stuck in the middle. Have you have to kind of stay neutral. You feel like you're bound. You can't really say what your opinion is, and because of that you're stuck, and you keep getting swords thrown at you, and you're stagnant because you can't even say anything, because if you say one thing to one person, it's going to look bad on the other side, and vice versa. So, maybe just slowing down the communications, stopping the emails, don't get involved in the text messages, take a break from social media, except for my YouTube channel, of course. Just take a break from some of that stuff. And that might lead you to find that, focus on your health, focus on your family, focus on your finances. Focus on the finer things in life, the things that bring you joy, the things that are not negative, okay? Because while you're using your temperance and calming down this impetuous energy, you're going to leave the month with a very lovely energy, a very fiery, passionate, spontaneous energy. And that's you, Leo, right? That's you. And why not be you? Why would you want to be anybody else? Okay? So I hope that helps you sort of decipher what's going on. I apologize if this does not resonate or make sense to you at all. This is a general reading, so I always encourage you to watch your rising and moon sign. That might give more direction. I am going to pull an oracle card from the Speed of Light Oracle from Temple of Balance and see if we can get a little bit more clarification. That was a big old chunk. So, guidance for Leo, mid-month June 15th through 30th. We have prayer. Okay. And I am going to see what she has to say about this in her book that she wrote. Lovely author, wonderful illustrator. Okay. Prayer. We have ask, help, answers, improvement. Hold your prayer requests in your heart and allow it to beam out in the universe. Whether this is the fulfillment of a wish, assistance for yourself or someone close to you, answers to the questions or improvement to your health, focus on your intention clearly and with love. Send forth your request through the etheric airwaves with no ounce of doubt, but with the full trust that your prayer is being heard and will be answered in the best way in accordance with your or anyone else involved highest truth. Nothing less than the highest truth will do. So ask and then trust that the best answer is on its way. Then give thanks. And the mantra that she puts with this card is, my prayers are heard. Okay, so this really does go very well with this reading. Um, Starting with being bound mentally and vocally, and then having to just sort of take a step back, take a rest. It, this is saying use that time to pray. You don't have to pray to, any specific entity, angel, you ask your angels, your spirit guides, or you know what, ask your higher self to reveal your truth and to allow your truth to speak to you. You don't have to, pray to anything you don't believe in, right? So I hope this helps you, Leo, and have a fabulous rest of your month. I will see you back here in July.